Hi, my name's Thomas Chancellois, alias Sapwolf, on Manly's Republic. I'm one of the Notre Dame 88. In the month of May, I was arrested with 19 others, along with Dr. Alan Keyes, on the campus of Notre Dame for protesting pro-life movement against the appearance of Obama, President Obama, on campus to not only give the commencement speech to the graduating class, but also an honorary degree that they gave him. We were protesting as pro-life protesters against Obama, the president, because we felt the campus of Notre Dame and the school was wrong to award a speaking and a commencement address to him.
Now, where were you guys protesting?
We actually, I believe it was the northwest corner of the campus where we stepped on campus.
So you went on campus property then, right?
Yes. And in fact, we actually violated trespassing laws.
Right.
They used trespassing law because private property.
Right.
And they used the trespassing law to arrest us. I drove up that morning all the way from Cincinnati. I left about 5:30 a.m. I got up there, found a place to park. By the time I got to that northwest corner of the campus, across the street, Dr. Keyes had already stepped forward with the group. There were 21 total that got arrested that day. I had my camera with me, my digital camera. I had my Bible, one signed by Sarah Palin, Michael Steele, and Father John Carapi. Handed that off to a nice lady who was with Randall Terry. She took that, my camera, and then she started taking pictures of me as I was getting arrested. And then when they put the cuffs behind my back, in fact, I was wearing this. I was actually wearing. Dr. Keyes got off of his van first, and they were processing him. There was a lady on my bus standing up by the front of the bus, and she had her phone that could take pictures, and she was trying to take a picture of Dr. Keyes
with her phone.
Right, and they put a stop to that right away. They took inventory of everything in our pockets. Right? Everything, we were left with our clothing, which later, in a later stop within the jail, we had to take off and wear like a prison dungaree. And stupid me, I was not wearing white underwear that day. I was wearing gray underwear. Well, guess what? Gray underwear don't meet the requirements, right? So I was running around 3 days in jail in my dungarees with no underwear.
Ooh, a commando prisoner.
In there, and I was in there for 15 hours in the holding pen. After about 10 hours in the holding pen, somebody bailed out Dr. Keyes, and you can't refuse to bail. If somebody posts your bail, no matter if it's the enemy or your friend, you got to go. He got out. He didn't have to spend the 2 nights in jail. Right before every meal, we got 3 meals a day. The food ain't fancy, but you get your calories. I actually added weight when I got out. And we spent the first 10 hours in the holding pen on Friday with Dr. Keyes. There were about almost 10 of us, and we would just get in a circle, right? We'd pray, and they wouldn't let me keep my rosary. I had to give that up with my money.
You're kidding me.
No, they wouldn't let me keep the rosary. You used to choke someone. Yeah, you could.
A rosary?
Yeah, you could choke with the Blessed Mother. You'd choke someone.
You'd be surprised at what prisoners will do.
So anyway, we were 10 hours.
I don't think like that.
We were 10 hours with Dr. Keyes, standing in a circle, talking every issue on the face of the earth with Dr. Keyes. It was really, we just sat back and just let the master do his thing.
Wow. What do you expect is going to happen? I assume this is going to trial?
Well, right now, the way it is we've got 88 of us that are not backing down, going to trial. They did offer not a plea bargain, but there was a legal term for it, an agreement that we could take if we did 4 things. We paid the $300 fine. We agreed never to set foot on the campus of Notre Dame without permission. For a year, we went without a felony the coming year, and the other was community service. I disagreed with 2 of those and decided I'm going to trial.
Which were the 2? Oh, so if you disagree with any of them, you go to trial, right?
Yeah, I didn't agree with the community service and the felony thing. I agreed I'll pay the fine and not set a foot on Notre Dame ever again. But I didn't agree with the other 2, so I decided to not take.
Yeah, but what's going to happen when you go to trial, though? What are you going to posit in the way of defense?
Well, I think I'm not sure what Tom Dixon and their legal firm's arguments are going to be overall. Okay, But I think in my case, I think the argument, I'm not going to be representing myself, somebody else, but I think in my case, you know, I'm not going to go back there. Obama can even go back there next week. I'm not going to be with Dr. Keys because I'm a practicing Catholic, and I felt it was just kind of a hypocrisy of having Obama speak there when he believes in infanticide for babies that have survived a botched stand-up for the unborn, and we stand up for their mothers who are pressured to abort their babies. And when they're given no choice, and only one choice, and there's no hope. There's always some hope there. The website is Notre Dame 88, and look it up on the net on Google. I'm sure you'll find it. And it's the website that's going to monitor our progress through the court system. I just want to thank my mom and dad
Until the money runs out.
and for staying together all these years and being together. And
So am I.
family
What country is that
first.
going to be?
Because if they hadn't made it, it would have been devastating to us kids.
People are moving to Texas.
God bless.